Hey guys, I'm back, and I'm going to be reviewing the God of War collection for the PlayStation 3. Now, if you're a gamer, unless you've been living under the equivalent of a rock for the last several years, you already ought to know what the God of War series is all about. You don't necessarily have to have played any of them, but you should know about them by now. I mean, they're all the rage. I mean, God of War 3 is one of the most anticipated games of 2010. So, almost pretty much a month ago, the God of War collection was released for the PlayStation 3, and it includes on a single Blu-ray disc both God of War 1 and 2. Now, if you've never played a God of War game before, if you never got into them during the PlayStation 2 eras, if you own a PlayStation 3, go out and buy this collection. For $40, the same price of two greatest hits PS2 games, you get both these games. They've been remastered. They've added extra content to it. Go get it. There's no discussion here. Do it right now. In fact, right here is the Amazon.com shop for the God of War collection. Go buy it. Now, if you really need some kind of reviews on, well, I've never played God of War. How good is it? Look up any of the reviews. There should be plenty online, and they all give it pretty good reviews. They're phenomenal games. So I'm gonna leave that selection of people alone for now, and I want to focus on the people who have played God of War 1 and 2, who may or may not own the PlayStation 2 versions, and may or may not own a PS3 that is backwards compatible to run those games on. You're who I want to talk to, and you're the type of gamer that I wanted to try and answer the question, why should I buy this if I've already played or owned the games already? So let me begin by saying, this collection does indeed have God of War 1 and 2. They've been remastered to look better, to run in high definition. They run at a consistent 60 FPS as opposed to the PlayStation 2 versions, which kind of had the FPS can go anywhere. So this gives you a cleaner, crisper, very much smoother gameplay. So that's phenomenal. They've redone it. Both games are on this single Blu-ray disc, and all the extras that came with them, including the bonus disc that came with God of War 2. That's also included on this Blu-ray. But that's not all they've done. I mean, there's got to be some other incentive to get gamers to purchase this collection. Obviously, yes. They've added full trophy support for both God of War 1 and 2, which is, in my opinion, both a blessing and a curse. Most of the trophies can be acquired simply by going through the game on any difficulty setting. You don't have to beat the game on God mode to get any kind of the trophies, so that's kind of disappointing. Some of the more difficult ones can easily be done by a little bit of time and effort, and I managed to get both platinum, so if I can do it, you can do it. But, adding trophies, ooh, yeah, la la la, I'm not a trophy person, I'm not a trophy whore. Why should I get this game? They also throw in a voucher to download the E3 demo of God of War 3. Now, again, on the surface it looks like, yay, E3 demo. Issue is you can get this demo two different ways. Not only from the collection, but you can purchase the Blu-ray version of District 9, and then you can also pre-order God of War 3 and you'll get the demo. So, I mean, God of War 3 pre-ordering $60, it's a little pricey. District 9, a little bit cheaper than the God of War collection, but you're only getting maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours, however many extras they put on the Blu-ray for that. Really, the best choice is to go with the collection. You're getting your money's worth when you're playing through these games again. So, altogether, even if you own the games, this collection is worth your money. With that being said, there are some issues that I wish that they would have included, and if they would have included, I wouldn't even be doing a review. I mean, I'd be sitting here right now saying, well, it's time to review God of War collection, go buy it right now. and I'd be giving you a link. The things that I wish they would have included are quite simple. Chains of Olympus is nowhere. Why didn't they add it? I don't know. They changed the PS2's code to run on the PlayStation 3. They really could have, I'm sure they could have done that to make the PSP's controls work in code and work on all that on the PlayStation 3 as well. I mean, I know that the PSP is missing a right analog and the L2, R2 buttons, but I mean, hey, they could have gotten it to work. So I'm disappointed that it's the God of War collection and God of War Chains of Olympus is missing. I mean, I really like that game. Another thing, even though both games have unlockables and have extras and bonuses and all that, it's the same stuff you get on the PlayStation 2. They don't have anything extra. They didn't add anything more. It's just like, we'll add trophies and the voucher and that's it. They didn't add anything. I would have liked to have seen like maybe the ability to play the lost levels that you couldn't play but only see about on the PlayStation 2 versions and unlockables and the treasures and stuff. I would have liked to have seen that. Another issue I had was when playing through God of War 2, there was no load screens. It's smooth, it's amazing. But with God of War 1, they still have periodically, I mean, it only happened a couple times to me, and I played that almost 4 times all the way through. It would stop and load, and I mean, that's not much of an issue, but I mean, come on, they could have fixed it. I mean, it's a Blu-ray, it's running on the PlayStation 3, it shouldn't have to load. But, I mean, for the little bit of issues I took with this game, graphically it's enhanced, it runs so smooth, both games are there in their entirety, it can work on any PlayStation 3, you don't need a backwards compatible PS3, you don't need a PS2 to play these, it's the same price of the 2 greatest hits versions. It gives you the God of War voucher, it gives you trophies for those who like to get trophies. I mean, as a whole, this collection is worthy of 9 out of 10. Unfortunately, I'm going to dock at some points for not adding enough extra content to really be worth another purchase. So, I feel that the God of War collection, even though I enjoyed a full week and a half of playing through it several times, an 8.5 out of 10 for sure. If you've never played a God of War game before and you own a PlayStation 3, no doubt about it, buy this collection. Even if you do own them, buy this collection. It is worth your $40. It'll give you something interesting to play through, a lot of new stuff. You can even play the God of War 3 demo. So, I mean, God of War 3 is coming up in a couple months. Why not get this? That's all I'm going to say on the matter. 8.5 out of 10. It's worth the $40. I wish they would have added more. That's been my review of God of War collection. Do with it as you will, and I hope that it leads you to buy this collection. Later.